So here's a quick post. Not a short story, a post, but worth your time. About a young guy who handles things like a boss when his girlfriend brings up the subject of an open relationship. She claimed that she's getting bored and that type of thing, and he dumps her right in the spot. And she is completely blindsided, flabbergasted, shocked, all that. And I love covering stories like this because, let's be honest, most guys act in varying degrees like a couple of manginas. They may in the end do things right, but it's rare where a guy handles himself right from the beginning. And that's what we have here. And again, a reminder, guys, what happens when a girl asks you for an open relationship or your wife open marriage? That means, guess what? You're not good enough. They don't care about you anymore. And it's extremely likely that they're already cheating already. And this young guy here must watch material like this, or he has a much higher IQ than most men out there because he understands that, acknowledges that, and kicks to the curb. It's great. So I'm going to go through this one here, and then the comment section, the vast majority of people are on his side. But of course, there's some people in the poly community and all that, they're giving a hard time. So he says here, the title is, Am I the a-hole for immediately ending the relationship when my girl asked to engage in an open relationship? Says here, to be clear, we both agreed from the first date to focus on monogamy. Okay, first date. And interesting that actually came up on the first date. We've been dating for 2 years. The sex life has been great, daily. Well, last week, she asked about possibly opening up the relationship. Well, I guess the love life isn't that good. Before I could ask why, she gave the reason that she wants to explore different styles and that she's getting bored. Yeah, thanks, girlfriend. Yeah, I can tell you love me so much. Then why we break up? No, she wants to keep this guy in layaway because she's invested 2 years with him and have fun on the side. Cake and eat it too. And her perception of this guy is he'll go along with this. I couldn't even speak. I just walked out of her apartment. Nice, bro. Very nice. Don't even give him the freaking drama. Just walk. He says, we don't live together, thank God. Well, I texted her later after she blew up my phone that the relationship is over. Good job, man. She tried calling me, but I just gave one more message that anyone who asks for an open relationship is already sleeping with someone else or has somebody else in mind. I told her to have a good life, and I blocked her. Yes. Badass. Why all guys can't act like this, I will never understand it. This guy must watch this material or read enough posts on Reddit to see how to handle things right. Well, 2 of her friends messaged me on Facebook that I'm being a jerk. Of course they did, because you're the big bad guy, even though this was her idea. My parents agree with my decision. Sad, since they did love her, but supported me. I'm kind of regretting it since she was loving and very good in all aspects of the relationship. However, I've nearly ruined my life in the past over sex. Never again. Well, smack for regretting something. No, dude, you're already having the, looking back and having the emotional reaction like a roller coaster and all that. She wasn't that loving if she wanted to bring up an open relationship. And I know you know this. I mean, 2 years, guys, that's a commitment. That's a chunk of your life. And the younger you are, more 2 years is a big deal, percentage of your life. But this guy's initial reaction was boss level. They threw him a fucking parade for this. And I love he just walked out because women want drama. He didn't give it to her. He walked like that. And of course, the friends are involved. What I suggest this guy does going forward, again, he blocks her because she's not going to stop right now. She's going to show up at his house, probably try to work his parents. I'm sure her friends will be bugging him a little bit more, and he cannot get back with her, even though he may miss some of the good times and all that. Because if you do, guess what? She'll just go cheat anyway. And the odds are absolutely he's going to find out. We may get an update, we may not, that she actually was cheating, or at least had somebody in mind. So good for him. Never, ever give into this crap, guys. Now, I'm going to read some comments, and again, the whole comment section is full of people on this guy's side, which is great. And thank God more and more people are waking up to this. Also, he mentioned he had a little addition. He says here, holy crap, this blew up. Thanks for the feedback. I'm not going to ruin my life again over sex ever again. Okay. One guy says here, do not regret your decision. You're 100% correct in that anyone who asks for the open relationship is already cheating or has a specific person in mind, whom they've already already ready to sleep with or just need permission to do so. And they are not seen as cheaters. The concept of an open relationship evolves naturally over time between two people. There are discussions, they talk about whether or not they would be cool with it, they do the research, they talk to people who participate in the lifestyle, and then they make a rational decision that they both can agree on. One person saying, I want to open up the relationship because I'm bored, is just another way of saying, I want to sleep with other people, but I want you to take care of me and be there as backup option in case I can't trade you in for a newer model, not the a-hole. Well said, exactly. Another one, this guy says, getting bored with daily sex 1 year into dating, sheesh. I agree, she's thinking of somebody else. Her friends are objectively stupid and likely going through half-truths, pay them no mind. Flip a coin. Either her friends aren't getting the full story, or frankly, they're getting the full story, but they're just like her, and maybe they encouraged her to do this, and, that's just how they operate. The shaming tactics. It's hilarious when they try to do that. He also says, a few of these comments from highly insecure poly crowd are wild. Ignore them too. Some people clearly cannot understand that monogamy and non-monogamy are personal preferences that have nothing to do with them whatsoever. Dating is a vetting process for long-term compatibility. Deal breakers are deal breakers for you, and you two are simply not compatible. Everyone has breakups, but some of these comments are going fully off the deep end, as you owe any incompatible person the rest of your life. As if a breakup is the worst thing that can happen to someone. As if her getting dumped says something about them personally. I hope these people find happiness, ha ha ha. Yeah, it's Reddit, and these are the people in the poly community. Good freaking luck. And one more. Guy says, she only panicked because it didn't go her way. Thank you. Exactly. She was totally expecting this. Absolutely. And also, she probably is expecting him to hear her waterworks and her text that he would take her back. Now she has probably lost both options. But that's all you were, an option to her. She had you, but still wanted more. Didn't want to try with you and have any conversations, just right to the new dick. That is not loving or a caring partner. No matter what she says, claims, pleads, or cries, she does not care about you deep down, only herself and her own needs. She cannot act dumb enough to know this could crush you since you both talked about monogamy. If that didn't cross her mind at all, you know where you stand. All this is more damage control than narrative. Get ahead of it because next is the smearing. You'll be called controlling, abusive, along with other things if it goes south. But that is all it is, damage control of her image. Yeah, she's going to definitely try that tactic. The shaming tactics and damage control. He's the bad guy. He forced me to ask this question because that type of bullshit. If a person is only sad or expresses remorse after the fact, or only when confronted, the regret and nothing else. I won't jump to if she was cheating already, but gears were probably in motion. The friends who reached out may have been the ones who convinced her this or fed her own ego. She made her choice, now she has to live with it and its consequences. That may drive her crazy alone. Well, when a guy rejects a woman, it makes him nuts. And they usually respond in one of two ways, typically. Either they make you their worst enemy and try to ruin you, or they become obsessed with you. And as the old joke goes, they always come back. She's probably going to become obsessed with this guy because he acted like a boss by dumping her, which shows he has options and self-respect, which in a twisted way could actually make her more attracted to him and want him back even more, even though she also wanted security. And I'm willing to bet you probably those friends definitely had a contributing factor to this whole open relationship, and they probably do the same crap. So anyhow, guys, there you go, boss move. Don't waste your time debating it, thinking about it, because a lot of guys in these stories will think about it. Maybe a week later they'll break up with the girl, or they might actually try it for a while, find a replacement, get rid of her. No, right then and there, boom, done. Now, obviously, if you're married, a little trickier. You can't divorce her that day, but you get the point with a marriage guy. He understands that it's over. So this guy, good job for him.